Hey everybody, welcome back to Loop Hero. We are on loop 6, and it's been kind of an interesting round. We've really stacked up our fights at the beginning of the round. So what I'm hoping is by around this area, we can start to decide, like, do we fight the boss right now? Or do we just take like a ton of our ingredients and go home and build stuff? And we'll have to make a call. I am going to drop this blood grove over here. I might just fill in this with non-meadow stuff because I don't want to start throwing out cards if I don't have to, but it is just road lanterns and mountains and stuff, so we'll see as we go. But let's rock and roll. We finally got like a decent weapon, but still our weapon has been what's kept us behind. Now we're kind of behind by armor and rings, but hey, we'll see. Hey, nice, a 1v1 against a flesh golem. I'm okay with this. Now notice, he's a living plant, has a soul. I talked about this recently, but I don't know what these attributes mean, but there's got to be maybe weapons or buildings or something that has an impact on some of these attributes. So we'll have to watch for that in the future. Plus, nice thing about this, we only have to get him to 15% near these blood things, then he'll just disappear. One more hit should do it either way. Excellent. There it is. There it is. That's big. So, this does mean we drop evasion. Oh, is this one even? Yeah, this one might even be better. 7% evasion, or 7% vampirism versus 8. We get magic damage here. Here's attack speed. But this is like way more HP. We also have a nice ring. I just said, too, we need armor and rings, and the flesh golem provides. This would get rid of a little regen, but up evasion, up vampirism. We just have to decide, like... This wouldn't remove all of our evasion, but like I have to improve our overall. I can't stay at a 5, that's for sure. So it's a matter of, do we want vampirism? I mean, this one, they both give it. Magic. Magic damage here, but that's very minor. It's just overall HP is increased. You know, I'm going to throw on I'm going to throw this one on. The attack speed and the vampirism. See if we can just regen a bunch off that, and then maybe we'll switch to this one for more HP as we go. It's a decent option, I think. We have another blood grove, but I don't really have an additional grove to play it on. This one's hitting all of these. This treasury I don't really want to play until I finish this, and I might just do that. Just clear that out of there. We'll do a treasury here. More meadows. I could throw rocks down, but I want to kind of keep some space here for summoning the boss intentionally. And I'm going to move this up. We just got these ones, but I don't think we're going to replace any of those options. Yeah, I think we keep going. Let's see what this Rot Fiend drops here. So overall health is dropping like a little bit. Not too bad, though. Okay, so we lost a road lantern there, which is... That's fine. Tried to account for that. Let's throw some mountains in here. Do we want to put in a vampire mansion? I could spawn some vampires on these slimes. It's just a little bit of a boost for us to deal with. Okay. Flesh golem. God, I'll never remember that. I keep calling them rot fiends. You know what I mean. Thankfully, we're attacking that one first. Ooh. Okay. Couple of weapon options here. Couple of weapon options. So, little damage boost. Magic damage. Damage to all, which is meh. Vampirism's good. This one would be 22 to 34. What's this one? 22 to 32. Magic damage and defense versus more magic damage, vampirism, and damage to all. So the defense boost would be kind of nice, but let's throw this one in. Magic damage of 18. lose a little bit of evasion. So evasion would drop to 0. And that doesn't matter because it's basically 7%, whatever. Vampirism's kind of nice, though, when we're dealing higher damage. Huh. But that magic damage is very tempting. I'm just going to try to keep these 3 here for now. I might drop a road lantern in here. And I'm just going to, like, pepper some areas around the base with these road lanterns to, like, fill this in case we do fight the boss. But I'm not feeling super solid if our health isn't, like, basically maxed out. And with all these resources, we could probably end up getting the gym, which then lets us get earn XP and get traits so that we're actually really putting ourselves in positions to deal with the boss. I think we're actually coming out positive on those fights. That's really encouraging to see. Big attack speed boost at the sake of some vampirism. Nah. I think we'll keep those over here. Okay, we do have meadows now. I gotta be careful not to, like, accidentally trigger this. We're healing 74 per day. Not bad. If some of these mountains drop, I'm fine with that. Here comes a chest. Please don't be a mimic. Seems to be normal. Yikes, that's it, chest? Really? I mean, okay, so one option we could take is say, well, let's regen up here because we have, like, a relatively empty left side of the loop. So we could do that, and then we could replace that with this pole arm, which would boost our evasion. I think we probably get more from the regen than we would from the vampirism. Sounds weird, but I'm willing to try it on a relatively empty section of the map. So slightly less defense, but we get magic damage and attack speed. I'll take that. Ooh, an Oblivion. Do we have any goblin spawns? Not that I can see. We're probably very close to triggering one, though. Let's put this down. I'll do a mountain combo here. That's kind of useless, to be fair. I really only need these to activate additional blooming meadows, I think. I'll save the Oblivion for now. See how that regen is doing. We came in here, what, like roughly 850? See how we leave. God, dropping level 3 stuff. That's sad. Battlefield. Ooh, double battlefield drop. Is that right, my friend? Is that right? That appears to be correct. Now, if we overlap this and we get those blood clots, I kind of want to avoid that a bit. I could spawn it right up here. And I could spawn one here. That way they appear on those tiles. And we always hit that thing last anyway, so there's no downside, really. Another grove. And another meadow. Let's do this. Evasion here. So here's our, like, evasion build, essentially, right? If we want to go into the boss, we have these 3 things that we could equip for evasion. Or we could keep this and keep a little bit of vampirism, but I think vampirism we kind of want to all in on if we do it. I'll keep these 3 here and pay attention to see if there's any other options. Do I want to place the grove right now? I got to be really careful here. Also, we kind of have to make a decision up in this area if we're going to fight the boss or not. We also do get drops from this thing, so it might be worth finishing just to see. Another Oblivion. That's fine. We're kind of up there, man. This might be worth a go. You can see it drops pretty heavily, but we'll have a day that heals us here for sure. What we don't benefit from is those chests that we drop. We could always be like, well, let's try one more loop, but then you never know, you know? Here's vampirism. Over the regen. Let's move our evasion items back. This rapier is tempting. Because it is more damage. We lose some regen. But with the vampirism, it would take us to 28%. So with higher damage and vampirism, I bet you we maybe do a little bit better. So let's see how that goes. Some of these mountains are going to drop off. We'll take a closer look at this section up here to determine if we want to take on the boss. I mean, like, we are gaining in these fights. We are gaining. Very interesting. Guys, we might pull this off. Might be able to do it. Oh, that was really a bad drop, wasn't it? Also, I got to keep in mind that this goes like it snakes out. It doesn't go like this. It snakes out. So when we move things around, they can look weird sometimes. So the only thing that we would be looking for is like an evasion shield, maybe. That could really solidify things for us. I'm going to let these cards drop. We still have these Oblivions, which will remove some of the progress. Let's see what our health goes up to. So we're at 918 right now. Not bad. Ooh, that's a big fat evasion ring. That's stronger than this one. This one gives the magic, but if we're talking evasion, yeah, like we're kind of in there. We would have 8 plus 8 for 16 plus 20. That's 36 evasion. Whew, maybe. Maybe. We're going in with 946. We're leaving at 940. That's not bad either. Okay. Oh, man. That's a tough question. Now, the Lich would spawn... Well, I could... Well... So, we're going to be fighting two... what are these again? I don't remember what these are. But... Oh, I could just Oblivion them. I could Oblivion them. Wait, do I have any other regen stuff down here? I do. Oh, but this is the one thing I need to keep. Do I? Attack speed, yeah, magic damage, a lot of defense. Actually, not a lot more. Maybe this is better to keep overall. I go 2 less damage. I get guaranteed regen per second. I lose out on 11 magic damage, but that magic damage is pretty crucial because it's a long fight. So, might keep it. And we have our evasion ring. I'm just considering trying to find like a regen, putting on a regen item for now that we're going to be replacing. The only thing would be the shield, and I think I want to keep that shield. Huh. What shall we do? I think we're going to try to fight the boss. I'm pretty healthy. I'm going to clear out this enemy. I will... fill the area around our base with stuff. Man, so tempting to keep going because we're going to have 3 chests there. But, you know what? I think we'll try it. Let's try it. I need to put something here. I don't know if the boss spawns with vampires or not. I could do like I could do this to block him spawning in his Lich palaces. And then I play one more card, man, and he's coming. We're going to have a day trigger here. This only spawns every 2 days, though, so we're fine. Okay, so let's switch our weapons so we don't forget. The other thing is, we could start the fight with our current set and switch the weapons as we go. I just thought about that. I think we want those big evasion misses, right? Yeah. So this puts our evasion at 36%, and he packs a wallop, so hopefully that's enough. I don't know if there's anything like worth oblivioning here. I guess I'll take more. Well, this doesn't matter because it only happens at the start of the day. Well, we might get it, so let's do it. Can't think of anything else that would have benefited us more there. Yeah, so we get the day trigger. We're basically as strong as possible without healing at the thing. So now what I'll do is I'll throw... There's a goblin camp. I'm going to throw all of these in. I don't think it matters. And that'll just boost our top end, which we're not going to get huge benefits from. But we do have 8% vampirism, 36% evasion. And the days can trigger in this fight too, I think, because it goes for pretty long. Let's rock and roll here. Wish me luck. I'm excited. How is this even possible? That's right. You didn't devour me like the rest of the world. Haven't I? Do you really? Do you really don't think so? What are you talking about? I'm standing right in front of you. I consumed all of your reality. Every one of its elements now rests in a separate pocket dimension. Spaces, living beings, information, even memories. They shall remain there until entropy does its work, turning everything into a uniform, static mass. Along with you, of course. You're insane. So, what do we have here? I see. You found a way to interact with other pieces of your reality, to organize, combine, and merge them, but how? I don't see any exceptional talent or knowledge in you. You hardly even understand what is happening, right? I'll tell you what's happening. A pile of bones is butchering my world and thinks that it can get away with it. You're already doomed and you know it. Perhaps you're just the first in a series of systematic errors, a problem I must learn to solve. Let's not waste any time then. Please don't kill me. I don't think you're capable of feeling regret, but I'm about to change that. Okay. So the Lich. So he's got, he's undead, he's cosmic mage, has soul. Cool, don't know what any of those really do. But he does 120 damage in attack. He does one attack every 3 seconds. I guess you can look at it that way. His researcher thing, health and damage are increased by 5% for every Lich palace at the start of the battle. And we didn't leave any space for Lich palaces to boost because those only come in around his area. So, yeah, see those hits? We need evades to happen constantly. Nice. Nice. Come on, big boy. Let's go. Oh, I think we got him, you guys. Boom. Oh. Oh, that's cool. So, that is really cool. So he's impacted by carnivorous roots. Very nice, actually. Nonsense. It's impossible for so many reasons. I don't understand. Now put everything back like it was before. I can't. I've already completed my task, even if the result is not perfect. You're in no position to refuse, you sack of bones. He's already received everything I could gather. Who's he talking about? I just want to see how our crusade against the universe would end. To witness what would come of it, my presence is no longer required. Now, guys, big news. I've never beat the Lich before. This was the first time, so I feel pretty good about it. This is exciting. Who is he? I get it. You're connected somehow, right? That's why. Seems like he's got his own conundrums to figure out. You will find out soon enough. This anomaly will not escape his attention. Now my explanations would be meaningless to you. So spare me your wheezing and just die. That sack of bones, telling the truth, I have a long journey ahead. We'll build my whole world from scratch if I have to, and the skull of that monster will be the first brick in its foundation. Dude, super sick. Just starting out, yeah. All right. Resource assortment. So we got a bunch of we got like a book. We got, I don't know, this circle of weeds. We got a level 9 thing that drops for who knows what reason. The boss has been defeated, but your journey doesn't have to end. Oh. You can retreat to the camp with all your findings, but remember, the world will forget all of your deeds. It always forgets. Huh. Keep all our resources or stay and keep fighting. So, this must mean that... Okay, so we beat the Lich, right? That's cool and that's good. I imagine that if we retreat and keep our resources, we're going to come back in here and probably have to beat the Lich, then beat something else, then beat something else. Like if we stayed, we're going to have to face probably another boss. I might be able to argue, hey, we're pretty strong right now. I could stay and keep going and get more stuff because we would just be facing the current enemies. And then we could retreat with, we could retreat when we do a full circle, which might not be a terrible plan because we are so strong right now. Sorry, that's my little Walty, very excited. Protecting the house from intruders. That's a tough decision, man. Play it safe or do one more loop. That's tough. Look, the only things we're going to get is more resources, which I mean is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but I definitely don't want to put myself in a position where things get out of hand, but it doesn't seem like they would based on the cards that we have. I'm going to play it safe. I'm just going to play it safe. I think strategically it probably makes sense to do the other thing. Everybody, listen. The Lich is dead. The curse has been lifted, but... What Lich? And what curse? I believe you, of course, but I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't remember the dead sorcerer? The one in the fur coat holding a scepter, all shrouded in star nebulas, floating above the world on his shining wings and eating it piece by piece? That's strange. Everything looks the same around here. Why? I guess he's not the only reason for this darkness, then? The skeleton has mentioned him. Whoever he is, he must have something to do with the obliteration of the world. It seems that I have no other option but to continue my expeditions. That's so cool how, the story kind of unfolds as you go. So we would have enough to upgrade this. Camp's item slots is this apple +1. Plus 8% to campfire's healing power. I don't know if that's our best course of action. So let's see. We could build the herbalist hut. Potions get added, and they heal 4% of max HP. That's really nice. You can take up to 3 potions with you, and 2 potions are refilled at the camp? Does that mean, every loop, 2 potions get refilled? Seems pretty nasty. This lets you start an expedition with basic warrior's gear, unlocks the ability to craft tools for the camp if the supply depot is built. Okay. So supply depot, I don't know what that does. Interesting. Or we could go to the refuge, which unlocks the rogue, which would be fun. I mean, I definitely am going to do the gymnasium so we can get XP now and get traits and make our runs like exponentially easier. I guess depending on the luck of the trait draw. Let's put this up here. So that's how it works. Instead of remembering something, you can just learn it again. That's a nice trick. Yeah, there's no ill intent. Without education, our world would be left to the savages. You too could learn a few things, though. We could all get together and share our useful knowledge and skills. Nah, I already know all I need to. Leave learning to the kids. Your first lesson? Learn to like learning. That would make life easier for both of us. Okay, thanks, Mom. So, this unlocks the village card. This is quite nice. We have some combos for that. Upgrades unlocks the town card. Don't know what that is, but look at the amount of stuff we need. Okay. I could so I can't build the refuge, but I could also build the herbalist hut. Might as well do this. I don't see any reason not to. It's a miracle that we could find some fertile soil and that we were able to save some seeds of precious healing herbs. The real miracle is that all these healing poultices and balms still have any effect. We've already lost many people because of the cataclysm. It would be nice not to lose more to disease. And these potions can also help you. Take a bottle or two on your trip, and your chances of getting back unharmed will be much higher. Yeah, we will. Now, I'm noticing these orange dots here. There's gotta... Okay, so I think there is bonuses for placement somehow. I don't know what that is, but we'll figure it out as we go. This is part of the fun. This is part of the fun. Now, oh, look. Okay. So chapter 2. Oh, cool. I wasn't sure if we would have access to another chapter after beating him. That's neat. So now the enemies have 1 to 2 abilities. Enemy strength is now neutral instead of -5. Strength growth is 3% per loop. Bonus resources plus 40%. Oh, wow. Max amount of resources. So we can actually carry much more resources now. Still a warrior here. Heals 4% of HP plus 2 each loop. Man, that's massive. That's absolutely bananas. Okay, now I've talked about chrono crystals before. This is really powerful to pair specifically with meadows. So this doubles the effect of a day's passing on adjacent tiles. This improves things like the meadow, anything that spawns enemies like the grove, where it's like every 2 days. This would double that. So it would be every day. This doesn't impact things like where it's counting loops or anything. Now the village, this is going to heal for 15 plus 5 times, I guess, the number of loops upon entering, and it gives you a quest. We want to have these. You can pair these with vampire mansions to make things happen. And then the swamps, I have tried the swamps before. We got it before before ever beating the Lich. And it's kind of weird. They spawn mosquitoes, which have a lot of evade, it seems. They seem to drop decent items, but healing effects actually hurt you. So vampirism, regen, all that works the exact opposite, as far as I can tell. Potions you can still use, but I think for now I'm going to leave swamps out of it. What else do I want to get rid of? I think the treasury is still good until we're in a position where we're like, we don't really need to focus on building too much. The battlefield is nice for the chests. Road lanterns, I think I should keep, even though we tend to not play them as much. This would be maxing out our cards. But we want the blood grove situation for sure. Vampires and villages for some cool stuff. The cemetery, I guess maybe if I was going to drop a card, I would drop a cemetery. But I'm going to keep it because Skelly's drop pretty good loot. So I think we'll just keep it at 12, not go too crazy. We'll try chapter 2 next and see where that goes. But yeah, really cool. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series because I've recorded a bunch of these episodes. And if you guys aren't enjoying it, I'm going to feel really bad about life. So yeah, hopefully it's a good time. Thanks. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.